Good morning, class. Welcome to the online class. We are continuing with Chapter 1, Medieval Europe, Rise and Spread of Christianity. Today, I'm going to discuss the topic, Christianity in Roman Empire. Last time we studied that after the death of Jesus Christ, his teachings were spread by his followers or apostles known as Peter and Paul. Jesus' teachings became the basis of a new religion. So it became the foundation of a new religion. Though he died, but his words haven't died. It lived among his disciples. Paul popularized the idea of Jesus as a Christ. So Paul, made people know about Jesus Christ, who had been specially sent by the God to atone. So I'm using the word A-T-O-N-E. Atone means to compensate, to mend or amend for our sins, all human sins. So who had been sent by God to atone for the sins of humanity. This gave the new religion its name, known as Christianity. It appealed to the people of the Palestine, especially the poor and the downtrodden. Now I'm using another word that is known as down, T-R-O-D-D-E-N-S, troddens. Now who are the downtrodden? They are the oppressed or suppressed or treated badly class of people in the Roman society. So it appealed to the poor people as well as the people who were basically oppressed by the Romans, because it involved the worship of only one God. Because these people had to worship the Roman emperor as God, so they did not like the what we call they did not like emperor worship. So they started believing in Jesus Christ, so that they can get salvation, because involve the worship of one God and promise salvation to all. So what is salvation? Salvation means deliverance, from harm, sins or loss. So what is deliverance? It means rescue. R-E-S-C-U-E, rescue from harm, any harm that befalls on these people, or any ill that happens to these people, or what we call harm, or ruins or loss. So the Roman emperor at that time basically allowed the existence of this Christian religion as yet another religion that existed in the empire. It was actually a small religion because it was just started. So it was called a minority religion at that time. Minority religion at that time. So it was a small religion at the time. So Roman emperor basically allowed the worship of the gods. Till 4th century CE. However, there were times when Christians were given cruel and unjust treatment also. But you have to consider the point that Christians were treated nicely also, they were treated badly also, cruelly also. Cruelly means causing pain or suffering, and not right, So this treatment was very not right, it was unjust, treatment was done to them, especially as Christians did not permit emperor worship because they did not wanted to worship the emperors. Therefore, the emperors who were ruling at the time in the Roman Empire did not like the notion of not being worshipped by the people. So they wanted, these Roman emperors wanted that the people should worship the emperors instead of their gods. So especially as Christians did not permit emperor worship, this happened, for example, during the reign of Emperor Nero. So Emperor Nero was there. This is emperors. I'm writing the name of emperors who did not like people worshipping Jesus Christ. They wanted people to worship them. It's like Emperor Nero, Marcus Aurelius, Marcus Aurelius, Aurelius, okay, another emperor, number 1, number 2, okay, then number 3 is Augustus. Now you can see the name, Augustus, okay, died, Cletin, Diocletian, okay, then number 4, Augustus, okay, Galerius, were the emperors who did not, okay, like these Christians worshipping their God known as Jesus Christ. They wanted them to worship them instead of their gods. So, this emperor started, okay, persecuting. Okay, persecuting means doing unfair treatment to these Christians because they did not accept Roman emperors as their God. Thousands of Christians were tortured by crucifixion. So their punishment was basically capital punishment. So a lot of capital punishment was done to thousands of Christians living in that period, okay, and that was through crucifixion, okay, by nailing that person to a wooden cross, okay. And also they burned them alive like a living torch, okay, like a living flame, or they were killed, okay, during a gladiator game. Okay, what is a gladiator? A man trained to fight with weapons against other men. So these men were basically, okay, what we call scapegoats. Okay, they did not have weapons and they were killed by gladiators, okay, in the arena, or they were fed to the wild animals in Colosseum. This Colosseum is a place which is known as amphitheater. Okay, so we are talking about the Roman Colosseum, Colosseum. Colosseum is an amphitheater that you find in Rome, that is in Italy, okay. The persecution of Christians occurred throughout most of the Roman Empire. So in every part of the Roman Empire, okay, Christians were persecuted during the reign of these emperors, okay, Nero. This Nero is the emperor who basically killed or executed, okay, the apostle called the Peter also, okay, the foundation rock of Christianity. So the persecution of Christians occurred throughout most of the Roman Empire, okay, beginning from the 1st century AD, okay, it lasted for nearly, okay, 40 years, okay, till Constantine the first became the emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire, okay. So till another emperor came after them, okay, this emperor's name was known as, okay, Constantine the first, okay, but in your book it is written only Constantine, okay, Constantine, Constantine the first, okay, who came in 303 AD, okay, who came in 303 AD as an emperor, okay. He was the emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire. Remember that he was the emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire. Now there are two Roman empires, Eastern and Western Roman Empire. Remember that in mind. So it all happened in 313 AD. So it all happened in 313 AD. What happened during this time? When the Roman Emperor Constantine the first saw a vision of the God. So he saw a clear, okay, purpose, what the God wanted him to do. Okay. So he saw a vision of the cross. He saw a vision of the cross. Cross is a symbol of Christianity, okay. So he carried a cross symbol, okay, flag into the battle, which helped him to win a battle against his major enemy known as Maxentius. Because he was carrying a flag, okay, which bear the symbol or the sign or the logo of a cross. So there was a flag, okay, which basically had a symbol of a cross. And he had seen this vision in his dreams. And God has spoken to him that when you carry the cross, you will be able to win that, okay, decisive battle against Maxentius. So when he carried the symbol of that cross in his flag, he was able to win that battle, okay, with his, okay, hardened enemy, okay. So he attributed, okay, he basically regarded his victory, okay, a work of God, that is Jesus Christ, and embraced or converted himself to Christianity. He changed his religion, okay. He also foresaw that Christianity would spiritually unite the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. He also saw the future that, Christianity is the religion which would unite all the people of Rome, of all the people of Palestine, because they followed different religions. But if they come under one roof, under one religion, then all the people will be united under one religion, under one roof. So he saw, that Christianity would spiritually unite. Spiritually means internal faith. So that this internal faith will unite the Eastern as well as the Western Roman Empire of that time. By the end of the 4th century, AD, Christianity became the official religion of Rome. And Constantine was the first Christian emperor, who followed a policy of tolerance, because he was the only emperor who basically did not, cause, pain, suffering, or ill treatment to the Christians. So, he was the only first Christian Roman Empire who followed a policy of tolerance. He allowed the Christians to follow their faith, practice their religion, propagate their religion, or preach their religion, known as Christianity. His Edict of Milan, in your book it is written Edict of Tolerance, it is known as Edict of Milan, which is also known as Edict of toleration or tolerance, which granted Christianity legal status. Means by law Christians were allowed to practice their religion or propagate their religion, which marked a turning point, from the emperor to the lowest class, that is the slaves, were all under same religion. So the people of Rome basically got converted to this religion called Christianity, because the Roman Empire king or the emperor also was a Christian. He granted privileges to clergy. Clergy means, so basically he granted privileges means rights to clergy. Clergy is a priest. So he gave special rights to the priests, etc. Gave high position to the Christians after he became the first Christian Roman emperor. And he also gave land grants or land to the churches to build the churches, etc. And also cancelled the cruel punishment or the cruel practice of crucifixion. He was the emperor who built several churches and started the custom of observing Sunday as Christian holiday. So it is also known as Holy Sabbath. It is also known as Holy Sabbath. Now, what is a Holy Sabbath? It's a Christian holiday from work for religious purposes. So on Sunday, you see Christians are going to the churches. So this day is observed as Christian holiday or Holy Sabbath. St. Peter's Church in Rome was declared announced as the religious headquarters of the Christian church. So this was St. Peter's Church was the highest church in Rome. The bishop of the church, also known as Pope. Pope is also known as Father, became the religious head or religious priest of the Christians all over the world. So Pope is the father of all the churches. He is the head of all the Christians also. Now we are going to another topic that is known as emergence of Constantinople as a new capital. EMERGENCE, emergence of Constantinople. So emergence of Constantinople as new capital. New capital. Now you can see here emergence of Constantinople as a new capital. Now one thing you have to understand in 324 AD, at this period, the capital of the Roman Empire, the capital means the government of the Roman Empire was shifted from Rome. At first Rome was the capital, but it was shifted from Rome to ancient city known as of Byzantium. So Rome, the capital city, was shifted from Rome. So capital was shifted from Rome to the ancient city of Byzantium. Okay, this Byzantium was named as Constantinople, Constantinople. So you can see this. Okay, the capital city of Rome was shifted from Rome to the ancient city known as Byzantium, which was renamed as Constantinople. So I am reading the lines, okay. In 324 AD, the capital of the Roman Empire was shifted from Rome to the ancient city of Byzantium. It was named Constantinople in honor of Emperor Constantine. So why in honor of Emperor Constantine? Because the Christians had high respect for this king. So this capital city was renamed as Constantinople, not Byzantium, okay. In 330 AD, it was renamed as Constantinople. And it was not due to the Christians only, okay. It was not due to the Christians only, but he shifted his capital for a specific purpose, okay, due to, okay, strategic importance, due to locational importance, as it lay on the straits, or on the European side of the straits of Bosporus, okay. So this was a strategic location where, okay, it can guard the city very well. So due to its strategic importance, which lies in the European side, okay, in the straits of Bosporus, okay, this was the reason why he shifted his capital from Rome to the ancient city of Byzantium known as Constantinople. And this capital city existed till, okay, 1453 AD. So it remained a capital city of the Roman Empire till 1453 AD. From this AD, okay, it was captured by another kingdom known as Ottoman Empire, or Ottoman Kingdom. That is the Turkish kingdom which invaded Roman Empire, okay, defeated the Romans and captured the city of Constantinople. And this Eastern Roman Empire, basically came under the rule of the Ottomans, okay, during the 1453 AD to 15th AD. You will find the Ottomans ruled in this region, okay. So, but before learning of these Ottomans, we have to know, okay, who ruled the Byzantine Empire? Who ruled the Byzantine Empire before the Ottomans came and, okay, basically captured the city. So Ottomans came during this period. They are basically Turks. But before they came, okay, how was Byzantine Empire? So who ruled Byzantine Empire? So Byzantine Empire was ruled by okay, I am writing the name, K-O-M, okay, N-E-N-I-A-N, okay. So Comnenian, okay, Empire. So this Byzantine Empire was ruled by the Romans, known as the Comnenian Empire. Oh, they were known as the Comnenian period, okay, also spelled as Comnenian, okay, which comprised the, okay, ruling of 5 emperors of the Byzantium, okay, Empire, which started from, okay, 5th to 13th century. You can see the date. In the 14th century, who came? The Ottomans came, okay. During this time, during this 5th to 13th century, when it was ruled by the Comnenian, okay, kingdoms, okay, Constantinople was the largest and the richest city in Europe. The city is famous for its architectural masterpieces. Now, whenever we are talking about architecture, we are talking about art, construction of buildings, etc., such as the church of, okay, Hagia Sophia, okay. So it's spelled as Hagia Sophia, but if you see here the spelling Hagia Sophia, okay. So the church of Hagia Sophia, built by Justinian I, okay. the cathedral of the Eastern Orthodox Church, okay, known as State Church, was built during this period, during the 5th to 13th century, when the Ottoman, okay, Empire was ruling the Byzantine Empire, which was known as Constantinople, okay. So many churches were built, okay. Hagia Sophia, okay, Eastern Orthodox Church, and the Georgian monasteries. Now, monasteries are places where the monks lived, and monks and nuns live. Nuns live in basically nunneries, whereas monks live in monasteries. Now, why they are called monks? In the olden times, the priests were called monks, okay. Trade and commerce basically flourished, okay, during this time. So what is trade? Buying and selling of goods, okay, and the aim of flourishing, okay, or basically, okay, selling this product is known as commerce, okay. So trade and commerce flourished during this period, and trade was carried out through the Silk Route. Now, what is the Silk Route? It's a network of trade routes, okay, from which a business is done by sea route, land route, or airways, okay. So was carried out by Silk Route. This Silk Route existed from Eurasia to North Africa. So what is Eurasia? When you basically join Asia to, okay, Eurasia means, okay, when you join Europe to Asia, Europe plus Asia is known as Eurasia. During this time only, okay, revival of classical Greek philosophy was done, okay, when, okay, this city, capital city was changed from Rome to, okay, Constantinople, okay. The Byzantine viewed the emperor as messenger of God. During this period, okay, the emperor was looked as an angel of God, okay, as a god attendant who was there to basically advise the people about God. By 15th century, the Byzantine Empire was reduced to just Constantinople, but during the 15th century, now in the 5th and 13th century, many churches were built, okay, Greek philosophy was revived, okay, as well as trade and commerce flourished, but during the 14th, okay, 53, okay, AD, when the Turks came, okay, and captured Rome, okay, the Byzantine Empire was left with only Constantinople as its capital and its surroundings. Nothing was left, which fell into the hands of the Ottoman Empire led by Sultan Mehmed. So Sultan Mehmed, okay, Mehmed, Mehmed the first, I think so, it's not the second, okay. So Sultan Mehmed the second, okay, who basically, okay, sacked the city, captured the city, and defeated the Roman Empire and captured the whole of the Eastern Roman Empire under the rule, okay. And this happened on 29th May. This happened in 29th May, okay, 1453, when the Ottomans basically ruled this region. Whereafter, it replaced Constantinople's name as Adrianople. So Constantinople was again renamed because it was ruled by Ottomans. So this Byzantine Empire was called Constantinople, Constantinople, Constantinople by the Christians. But when the Ottomans came and ruled that area, okay, Ottomans came and ruled that area, they renamed the capital Constantinople to another name. This is known as Adrianople, Adrianople, okay. So Adrianople, in the, okay, language it is known as, okay, EDI, okay, RNE, Adriana, okay, which became the new capital city of the Ottoman Empire. Note one thing. Eastern Roman Empire was known as the Byzantine Empire, with Constantinople as its capital. But it was renamed Adrianople. It is now in Istanbul, okay, as its capital. Thank you for listening. Hope you find this lesson useful. Have a good day.